Yeah, at the moment, very hot. But yeah, I think we're surrounded by, it's a beautiful place, the mountains, football pitch. You couldn't be any better place to be. So I'm excited. I was excited from day one when I spoke with the technical committee. Excited after yesterday. But the biggest thing is just to get started, really, just to get started. Phone a few players, watch a few games, and get ready for Cuba, September the 6th.
Christ, the Savior is born. It is the season of giving, and Premier 7 has returned to contribute positively to your living. The Jamaica Men's National Team has come to a closure surrounding competitions of this year 2024. And even though the team has had its ups and downs, today on Premier 7, I want to take on a topic of importance surrounding the question, who is Jamaica's best player since Coach Steve McClaren's arrival? Join Premier 7 right now for the big chat. Consistency is key. If you can't be consistent, then you can't be anything. This is a quote selected from Tony Gaskins as it relates to the Jamaica Men's National Team, specifically linking the word consistency to a player that has been performing better than the others in the squad. Welcome back to Premier 7, everyone. I am your host, Ryan Nelson. I hope that you all are having a wonderful time. Yes, it has been a while since I haven't been here, but the return, you're seeing. All right? So, people, today's topic surrounds a very important question. It is, who is Jamaica's best player since Coach Steve McClaren arrival? Of course, before I dive into the details of this video, if you're new, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you are already a subscriber, then you know what to do. Today on the channel, people, I just want to let you know that I'm going to have a giveaway for you, the fans who continuously support the channel. But you have to stick around for that. So, from the topic, I am going to discuss Jamaica's men's national team by way of a general discussion throughout this campaign based on the arrival of Coach Steve McClaren. And then I will go into the importance of who has been the best player under his management. But before I speak on that, I have done a poll in recent time surrounding a very crucial question. And it states, who has been the best player for the Jamaica Men's National Team since Coach Steve McClaren was hired? And I'm seeing here that I received so far 233 votes, majority saying Andre Blake with 50%. Is he the man? Following up on that, I have Ethan Pinnock with 31%, Demarai Gray with 13%, and 6% stating others. From that, I have received 10 thumbs up and 2 comments in the makings. People, continue to share your points surrounding this amazing poll. All right, so Jamaica has not been the best team in the CONCACAF region. And even though we have realized that Coach Steve McClaren, if we should compare him to our past coach in Hermer Al Grimson, we know that Coach Steve McClaren is that coach who have a better pedigree. Pedigree in the sense that he can hunt down some key names like players who are of Jamaican descent, who have represented clubs in England, because of course we know that that is the country that Coach Steve McClaren have a lot of information on. So far, we realize that since his appointment on the 31st of July 2024, the games that has been played weren't bad based on results, except the one against the United States. But there are some areas in the team that we know that we want to improve on. However, we can say that since Coach McClaren's appointment, he has won about 2 games from 6, drew 2, and lost 2. So basically, his win percentage is about 33.33%. And in that case, we cannot say that it is time for us to put him aside because it is still early days. Early days in the sense that he will need some more time, seeing that we are trying to get in some new players before next year campaign begins surrounding other competitions and of course the qualification group games. We know that Mason Greenwood has been on the radar for Jamaica in several aspects, but I think you guys have heard what happened regarding his mommy. Will we get Mason Greenwood? Well, we never can tell. But we have to focus on who we have right now. And the players are not at their best, but we see glimpse of players who looks quite decent on the ball. And some of our key players have been injured whilst some has returned. And such has affected our balance as to how we want to play. We understand, we know what Coach Steve McClaren is going to do in some games, and we cannot be the persons to always say the coach is at fault for everything. Because I am a Manchester United fan here, and Arsenal has whipped my team by 2 goals to nil. And is it Ruben Amorim's fault for not picking the best players, or should we say, are the players good enough? So we have to look on things from that aspect to say that it is not the coach's fault at all times. And that is the reason why the word consistency comes into play surrounding who has been best player for the Jamaica Men's National Team since the arrival of Coach Steve McClaren. And people, who do you think is that person? No, I want to dive into such, but you know what? I want to give away something here. I want to give away a $200 credit. And the thing is, I will not tell you what sort of credit it is. It can be Digicel and it can be Lime. And of course, when you get the numbers correct and you receive such credit on your phone, please drop in the comment section your name and state that you have received the credit. All right. So I am going to tell you the numbers and you will do what you have to do. So the number is 019725253903. Let me repeat. It is 019725253903. I hope you guys have received the credit. All right, so let's speak about who has been Jamaica's best player since McClaren. Let me bring on some lights here. Yes, man, some lights. Because it's a season for giving, us all. All right, so for me personally, I would say our captain, Andre Blake, has been the best player. Remember the word consistency. And if you cannot be consistent, then you will not be anything. We know that there are other names in the Jamaica Men's National Team that has been performing. But remember, since Coach Steve McClaren has arrived, I can recall or to bring across back the fact that Jamaica has lost 4-2 to the United States. But guess what? Is it that our defense have been bad or our keeper has been bad? We know that the midfield has been the major concern of the national team, and yet still the front line has not been scoring. But how about picking out players from different areas? In goal, Andre Blake, right? Defensive line, Ethan Pinnock. Midfield, hmm, where's the name? I don't see anyone to choose from that point. Up front, Demarai Gray. But for me, if I have said it before, our captain Andre Blake has been very much consistent. How many bad games can you recall seeing Andre Blake having? If you can recall, then that would be good. But most of all, this guy has been very, very consistent for Jamaica, irrespective of whichever coach we have. I may not remember all of the names of the coaches, but I know for a fact that even in the time of Al Grimson, this man has been great. And now in the time of even Steve McClaren, this man has been doing well. Yes, he have his flaws, but guess what? Even his determination, his leadership has been outstanding over the years. And for him to be playing so much games for the national team, I think we can call this person a legend in Jamaican colors. I think we can also say that this guy is a legend in the CONCACAF region. Yes, even though Jamaica has not been featured in the FIFA World Cup with Andre Blake representing, this guy has been consistent, determined, and a very good leader. People, I want to hear what you say surrounding this important question. That is the topic: who is Jamaica's best player since Coach Steve McClaren arrival? It is time for me to hang up my boots. No, it is time for me to end this video and wait for you to drop your say in the comment section. People, remember that I have mentioned that a credit was being given by way of the numbers being called. Let me repeat it one more time so for those who did not hear can hear again. The number is 0197 2525 39003. 019-725-25-39003. People, enjoy the video and enjoy the credit. Take care and goodbye until we meet again.